So, welcome aboard my ship, the Trouser Snake. It's one of the Cobras, Mark II, Mark III. I'm still getting my head around the ship names of a Varte system. Something over here that's jumping about. Let's have a little gander. So the video's dropped again. Well, both audio and gameplay are being, only microphone audio is being broadcast. What's going on? Okay, so it looks like we can get going. If this still doesn't want to stream, I'm going to have to wait till I get an Ethernet cable stuck in. But everything online says that with what we've done with my router recently, setting up the NAT type, blah 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 blah. Fuck all of that. I'll just drop my PS4 into a DMZ zone, and it's time to get going. I was having problems with For Honor, I was having problems with Battlefield, any online game. Sony support is typically terrible. Here I am in a Varte system. I imagine there's probably some kind of weird enemies coming after me now. I'm not that far from my destination of Cleve Hub. So I'm heading towards there. Speed down a bit. That should be okay. Oh, now what was annoying is now blinding me. I may have to leave you for a minute with a slow fly towards Cleve Hub. Just for now, whilst I try and sort that out. Okay, that's better. I've sorted out my blinds, so I'm not blind. Well, it looks like once again video players dropped out, so it's gone. I suppose we'll just have to wait until the day when I can get an Ethernet cable installed, I think. I'm just checking YouTube now to see how this looks, but this is just going to annoy me, isn't it?
Incoming mission critical message.
Course the time bonus was failed, you lunatics. Speed. Boom. Docking towards crew hub. Lined up, ready to come into the top half of it.
Docking reservation protocols. Submit a request before landing.
It's a little bit harder to get into some of these stations.
Landing gear deployed.
Kind of shoot just here. Smuggling on this. It's not really good to do it to begin with, I guess.
Caution. Observe local speed limit. Landing permission granted. Clear to land on pad 1-6.
Just then, still whacking the edge of the ship. Incoming enemy alert just as I'm coming into the station. It's all beautiful. So, I've got 3 missions to trade in here. Keep an eye on my balance. So, my balance is currently 10,66407. 15 units of gold. Claiming this reward. 327,000 credits. Beautiful. This one, 10 units of indium. 159. 15 units of cobalt. Now have an empty inventory. I don't know how my hold was full then. What the hell? So I've done those missions here. Now I need to find advanced medicines, auto fabricators. I need to get some exhaust manifolds. So I'm going to nip onto an app called ED TradePad, which something I found on Android. And there, I can just go calculate routes. In fact, that doesn't quite work in this app. What I found is a better way is to go commodity search. So enter the station, elevate, and I enter the name of the hub I'm in, which is Cleve Hub. And then I enter in what I'm looking for. So top of that is advanced medicines. I'm looking to buy, and I click search. And that tells me that there's something the Keyring, Jenna Hub, Icing Vision, Oliver City, Flipchenko City. Those can wait for a minute then. So then I need performance enhancers. So again, I'll just do the same. I enter each commodity in. Search. I think I'm going to Jenna Hub so far. So Jenna Hub, Jenna Hub, Jenna Hub is what I've got rolling around in my head now. Auto fabricators. And we'll be going to Jenna Hub, I hope. Jenna Hub, I hope. No, Jenna Hub, yeah! 3 of my next mission pickups are in Jenna Hub. Beautiful. And aluminium I know I can get from Equinir. So I need microcontrollers. This game can be a bit long-winded. Again, I'm going to Jenna Hub. And then I need exhaust manifold. If Jenna Hub doesn't come up, I'm not going to worry too much about this one. No, exhaust manifolds are a hell of a lot longer distance away. I'm looking at 130, so I'm looking at about 150 light years travel for the exhaust manifolds. So those are going to wait for the time being. So I'm going to go to Jenna Hub, which is where just about everything else is, including the advanced medicines. I can use that app again to find myself a route that takes something to Jenna Hub, which is in the Zaragas system. So I go to calculate routes within the thing. I enter the system name. This is where this gets very much like actually being on a ship. And this is the stuff you don't see in Star Trek, you don't see in Ascension, you don't see in yeah, you know, you don't see any of that stuff. Or even my favourite TV show at the minute that I can't remember. Oh my god. It's the one with Tom Jane in it where he plays the private detective who... actually, I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't watched the second series yet. I want to call it The Ark, but it's not. I want to call it The Descent, but it's not. I want to call it The Abyss, but it isn't. So it'll come to me, and I'll remember it, and I'll tell you in a minute, because it is definitely worth watching that show. That has some great moments in it that, if you're into space, sci-fi stuff, anything else, it's a fantastic. It actually makes it feel like space is lived in. A lot of other shows, including Star Trek, and I'm a big fan of The Next Generation and the 90s era Star Trek. You get the feeling that sorry, my microphone might have cut out then. Even in the Star Trek series, you never really get any feeling that space is lived in. They don't show you anything. It's not until you get to Deep Space Nine that you get the sense that there's these communities living out there, struggling to get by and facing what the world might throw at them. And in this show, which I can't remember the blooming name of, it's just insane. It's such a great show. I can't remember the name of it. So I'm just going to find it out for you. Give me 1 second. In fact, whilst I'm doing this, I'm going to get into the market and have a little gander at what they've got here. So it's The Expanse, not The Extent, or whatever else I was saying. It's The Expanse. I think I said that earlier. So The Expanse, great show, worth watching. Anytime you get to sit down and have a watch, do so. I mean, of course, people have rated it 8.3 on IMDb, and these days that's a hard rating to get for a TV show that's in its second series. I mean, you know, that's, as far as I'm concerned, that's on par with stuff like The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones for great foundation work and everything. It draws you in, that's it. And if you're into the idea of a sci-fi show, do it, go for it. It's better than Seth MacFarlane's latest pile of shit, which looks like a comedy Star Trek rip-off, carbon clone style, right down to like their uniform. I've watched the trailer in about the first 5 minutes of the episode that I could find over here in the UK. I'm not going to say where I watched the episode, but it wasn't a legal site. I didn't say that. I don't care. Do I? Don't I? Oh, who knows? But either way, it was just a case of that looking and being pretty terrible. So I'm finding out that there's some pretty shit going on around here. I don't know why this app is not the best at actually doing this. It says no suitable routes found within 140 light years. Please weaken my filter. Whereas I know that this will do it. I've got nothing, no filters on. I'm going to change something here. And try this search now. 200 light years. No suitable routes found between Erevat. This is starting to make me feel stupid. So I can take HN, at last it's working, I can take HN shock rounds. That's going to get me a pretty good profit on there, and liquor. So I could take HN shock rounds and liquor with me to wherever I'm going. Legal drugs, liquor, or HN shock rounds. I'll take these. I'm going to take whole full hold of that. So 55,440 credits just spent on that. My balance is at 1.5 million. It's about the highest I've got to so far in about 3 days. I'd say I'm making about 500,000 a day. And last night that started increasing up to the near million mark. So I bought myself a second ship. I'm saving up to get another ship. So as soon as I hit about 2.3 million, I'm going to invest in. I'll just refuel whilst I'm here. I'm going to be investing in a Type 6 transporter there at 1.04 million. Or I could keep going for the keelback, but I think this is going to be the next option. And it's got a hull mass of 155 tons now, I think, whereas the Cobra Mark II has a hull mass of 180. Yeah, it's all down to what your preferred style of play is, and at the minute I like trading. I'm going to start looking at smuggling. So, go into my galaxy map, find Zaragas system. should have bookmarked. I'll have to search for it. I wasn't far from it, that's alright. Get to know your place. So then I go into the system map and I find the base that I'm going to be staying at. And I get in there and I set my point. Here I'm looking for Jenna Hub. Found my route. Couple of metal rich. There's a metal rich asteroid belt. Yeah, I mean this just depends on what you want to know, really, doesn't it? So yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps to do, fully loaded. It's not too bad. Only quite chill as well, you just kind of hop from system to system, flying about, do some stuff whilst you're doing that.
Landing coupler disengaged. You are clear for egress.
Landing gear retracted.
Reports of moderate traffic in this sector. Make way for larger vessels.
Just having a look around my cockpit of my cowboy. There's a spare seat that actually looks like it's got someone in it. It's a bit spooky. Hey dude!
Way ahead is clear. FFC out.
That cleared their no-fire zone, etc, etc. Spin around, get myself lined up. Okay. Probably turn the wrong way coming out of Cleveland up then to it's decent, but so I'm jumping to GD2 White Station. System, which is this beautiful motherfucker here. One of my favourite ones. But it's a bit hot.
Hull integrity compromised. Warning, damage orbital.
Drop a heatsink. That's cooled down enough. Right, so let's get lined up and see where we got to go then. So sometimes you can kind of cheat these things. So FSD is still cooling down.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, it is. You see it's already creeping up quite a bit. So why are my heat sinks not firing? There we go, that's one.
Frameshift drive charging.
So as it creeps up, I'm going to wait till it gets to about 75. 80. Dump the heatsink, cool and purge. Should see me through the jump. Escape from the start. Now see, no end of posts online in the few days that I've had this. of people complaining that this is a bug or something like that. Oh, I've got near a star and now I can't jump away. Well, if it's a star with high gravity, it's going to exert a greater pull upon your ship. And as this game seems to have been created by science nerds, surely you've got to take into account the fact that that's going to create problems for you. So in this, they represented it by creating great stress and heat upon the ship, meaning that your frameshift drive fails. So it overheats. That should be in reverse. So it overheats, so it fails. So the simple answer for me was get some heat sinks. They're just like 5,000 credits, and you chuck them on one of your utility points, and boom. You do only get 3 per heat sink, so if you're going on a particularly long journey, say you've got a fuel scoop and you're going to explore, maybe a couple of them's worth it. But I found that one, for the kind of journeys I'm doing at the minute, suits me and fulfills the purposes that I need it to do. I don't know what keeps out, that keeps cutting out the video occasionally, and I've got to skip out of the game to the bloody menu to check whether it's still broadcasting video or just audio. I can't see the comments from anybody at the minute. Once I do this jump, I'll have a quick look at them. So if you're watching this now, comment, tell me whether you can see the video or not, what the quality is like. I'd really like to know, because I'm not going to get a chance to look at this until after I do this. I don't want to overload my wireless network as it is at the minute. Fuck EE, basically. Not the best moves, but they're better than Virgin, so yeah. Sod Virgin. Virgin! Oh, discovered one new astronomical object. So before I leave here, I'm just going to fire off the Discovery scanner. Ooh! Discovered another new object. Yeah! Honk that horn! So now I'm flying towards Zaragoza, so I will just check what's happening with this broadcast. No one's watching now, so I'm just going to stop this and see if I can figure out